Congress, meanwhile, returns to Capitol Hill on Tuesday to try to avert a shutdown as tension ramps up within the GOP. Take a listen to what Republican Congressman Byron Donalds said about the chance of a shutdown. Roll tape.
Real quick point I got to make about government spending. A message to Mitch McConnell and Senate Republicans. We're not signing off on any clean CR deal. It's time to secure the border.
You are saying that you believe that there is not Republican support in the House for McConnell's deal. Explain.
I don't think I know. There is not Republican support in the House for a clean continuing resolution that continues all of the crazy policies of Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi, for that matter. We're not going to do it.
Well, Republican Virginia Congressman Morgan Griffith joins me now to talk about what's going on inside the Beltway. If you know, it's kind of hard to figure it all out, Congressman, I got to be honest. But basically, as I understand it, Senator Schumer, the leader of the Senate, wants to supersize the budget with all kinds of extra things, and he's tied them in. Disaster aid, I mean, so-called border security sounds good, but the devil's in the details. But he's now tying it in with $24 billion of aid to Ukraine, and that makes it very difficult for people like Senator McConnell. McConnell don't want the supersizing, but does want the aid to Ukraine, and it looks like he might go with Schumer. If that happens, would you sign on to such a, what they're calling a supplemental bill?
No, I would not. I mean, we need to do a CR, keep the government running. If we need to do that for a couple of weeks, that's one thing. If we need to get in there and hash it out, that needs to be a separate bill on Ukraine, disaster relief, et cetera. But I will tell you that Byron is absolutely right. Byron Donalds is absolutely right. We're not going to vote for a CR that doesn't help protect the border. We're going to stand up for the border. And at most, we might be looking at a CR of a couple of weeks. And yet we keep hearing the Senate talking about, you know, trying to go into the December period or a longer CR. That's just not going to happen in the House. And there are a number of us who will not support such a thing. And we need to work hard to make sure we don't shut the government down if we can, but understand very clearly that it will be the Senate shutting the government down because they don't want to do reasonable things that the American people support.
But you're not ruling a shutdown out, a partial shutdown out.
Well, I can never rule that. I'm one member of 435, but I can tell you that I would not vote for a clean CR for any more than maybe a week or two at the most.
Does it bother you? Kim Strassel wrote a piece about what's going on between McConnell and Schumer, and I'm just going to quote from it. She says, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell has been making daily floor speeches on the need for more Ukraine funding, worried Mr. McCarthy can't get this crucial aid past House GOP spending hardliners. So Mr. McConnell is taking the bait, signing up to help Mr. Schumer ram the whole package down the House's throat. It looks like Senator McConnell is acting more in favor of Mr. Schumer than he is in you GOP members of the Congress.
Well, certainly people can take that from what he's doing, but I will just assure you that I don't think anything's going to get shoved down the House's throat. It is possible the Democrats and a handful of Republicans could pass a Schumer-type bloated proposal, but it won't be a majority of Republicans.
Congressman, I have to switch gears to something near and dear to your heart, the probe into Ford's deal to work with a Chinese company for a battery project that they have going on. Essentially, it allows a Chinese company to take advantage of taxpayer subsidies. What's the latest on your probe there?
Well, we're asking Ford to give us answers. I said in May that I thought that Ford had entered into an agreement where they were subservient to a Chinese company. This money is supposed to be going to produce American manufacturing jobs and to make our supply chain better. And it looks like to me all we're doing is creating wealth for the Chinese out of American taxpayer dollars. So we're going to continue our investigation, and I hope that Ford can come up with some information that shows that I'm wrong. But it is my belief that Ford is in a partnership with the Chinese company Cattle that makes them subservient to the Chinese company.
Wow, I would guess most taxpayers don't want their subsidies going to a Chinese company. That's for sure. Congressman, thank you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it.